Hi, gorgeouses, and this is your part 2 for today. Welcome back, and happy birthday to those of you celebrating on October 14th. Also, I'm looking at my paper here. I am missing a lot of 15th and 16th birthdays, which would be tomorrow, which is Wednesday and Thursday. So please let me know today under this one if you feel like maybe I didn't see it or you may have posted it on the many other videos. Please remind me if you're tomorrow or the 16th. Okay, we're going to do the famous long distance now. Let's cut the deck. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Strength card. So we got Leo still in our readings. In the recent past, it says somebody here remains strong. So if some of you, I get a weird story, and I'm also getting a word. I get something about abandonment syndrome, or if you felt abandoned in the past, because the Strength is showing me that that's probably what it's come to, is you're much stronger now. That's you. I think that's my Libras. Hierophant, they may have been committed to you, or I'm guessing here that both of you could have come close to marriage. Then now that's a stretch because it's a major arcana. So it's either there was marriage here or it was very close to happening. I have to stick with one of them, so I think it was close to being there. They still think you're a strong pick. Okay, like I'm not saying a pick-me situation, but somebody feels like you're still a very strong choice. King of Pentacles just fell out of the deck. We'll include it for the current line. And then the Five of Pentacles was the third card. There's the Five of Pentacles with Taurus. I think they left you out of a contract. Someone sees that you're definitely made of stronger muster. That could be from traditions in the family, or some of you were definitely raised right. Okay, like I'm not saying there were two-parent households, but you were raised to stand up for what you believe in with Leo. There's a lot of regret here in the recent past. Five of Pentacles. They might even feel this in the current, but it puts somebody out. Okay, and I know these are tough subject matters, but those are the cards I'm getting. So, and I stay faithful to my cards. Five of Pentacles. This person could definitely be Taurus, Leo, because those are the signs. And then you have another earth sign here with the King of Pentacles. I mentioned in the last reading this morning, at the very end, we had the Emperor. And it seems like these days, the King of Pentacles and the Emperor, it's like the same guy in every reading. He's just coming out saying different things. Like today, he's saying he has loyalty. He's loyal to the cause. I get a group here. Some of my Libras, you're waiting to see evidence of this King of Pentacles actually in the 3D. Maybe in the 5D, you guys have been communicating, which means telepathy. But in the current, you're waiting to see if this King of Pentacles is like truly forming. Is it true? So we'll check on that. What are the current feelings in the hour? Wheel of Fortune, and you have it sideways, but I still like to read it in its upright format because the Wheel of Fortune is pretty prosperous and it's assigned to divine timing, or it's with that in definition. There's a change of events, and even on an individual level, I think someone here understands the prominence of changing the wheel and the time, and also growth and growing up, many of those things. There is an incident here of loyalties changing, okay, whether that's overall relationship with other people. It can be a societal thing, but the King of Pentacles can also be you, okay? Some of you have changed very much in financial matters, or you're about to choose different work. In long distance, somebody sees that you're made of the loyal stuff, okay, because this is from far away. In the past, maybe two of you committed to each other with the Hierophant, or you're both teachers. One of you is. One of you is. Clarify the Hierophant. I want to know what that is. What is the Hierophant? Okay, it could be two people. I mean, this is a decan of Libra. It's Libra moon. The Two of Swords talks about a decision. So that could be whether somebody says yes. Okay. Also, in the recent past, maybe somebody has to move also. There could be a question of like who's moving where. A very small percentage, like I'm even being shown like this with my finger, like just a small percentage of you guys have already told this person your answer. Okay, or they know somewhat of what's about to happen in the future. You have laid it out as far as a timeline, okay? Do I feel like it was a crossroads? Yes. I do think in the timeline you had to decide maybe between two people or two situations. And that's going to be intimate for everybody on the channel. Everyone's going to have different reasonings there. It's not going to be all identical situations because some of us do have kids and some of us are single also. The current situation, please, second and third to the King of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so very little repeat cards. It's small. You still have the 5 here. The Wheel of Fortune is the same from this morning, but the Seven of Pentacles has come back to reprise its role. What's really cool about this is that one person definitely has financial backing, a good job. They can move if they want to. I see the ability here. King of Pentacles can make shit happen. Okay, he's not someone that can't work with a schedule. And I think some of you are wondering if this is 1 or 2 people. I'm getting that. A lot of earth energy, lots Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's almost like when I see 5 of Pentacles, King, and the 7, that's already a lot of earth going on from the past to the present. So I guess they're a Taurus or a Virgo for some of you, maybe a Capricorn. Wheel of Fortune are the fixed signs: Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. Okay, why did they feel left out in the past? Okay, this person felt jailed, maybe from other energies, or they had prior commitments. Maybe that commitment bothered you, Libra, their attachment style to it, or they were very attached. They were limited by something. Knight of Cups maybe held on to love for you too. And the Knight of Cups keeping passion, watching over you. They could have been a Page of Swords as well. You have the 4 of Swords. King of Wands, Justice. Definitely dealing with a Libra. There's way too much Libra energy in the videos. These two are very much Libra cards. One of them is your major arcana, by the way, with the gravestone. I think you have someone here who is understanding you have your own form of justice and that they have to respect some of your thoughts. It's very hard for them because I think they've surpassed egotistical styles, or maybe how they grew up around egotistical parents. It's something about that because they're trying to surpass dealing with the actual ego, not the super, not the id, but like the actual ego of having one. Because now they feel like they got to repay it to you with justice in some format. This might be, some of you are going to get an apology, and some of you are going to understand this through a very, very deep back and forth, heart to heart. Okay? A deep back and forth, heart to heart. Clarify the Knight of Cups, because that can't all be like King of Wands, Queen of Wands. There's something more to the Knight of Cups. Okay, they're acknowledging a connection with Gemini. That's what the cards say. Do I have a little bit more implementation on human thought? Yes. It's more, it's like friendship. Both of you have a common understanding. Maybe both of you use the same terms. Gemini, the lovers, it's a bigger picture. It's like this is actually above the romance itself. Okay, and maybe some of you have recently, also you reunited with the one that you really, really love. Okay, like maybe you reunited with several people over your birthday, but this is a person that acknowledges to your face that there's a connection. So maybe that just right there narrowed it down for you. What have they learned if they went away? I'm going to ask a series of questions here, long distance, that you were able to survive pretty much on your own independence. Many of you, it's like the Strength card was truly infused with the 9 of Cups. You were able to build a life of contentment. Also, the card talks about seeing wishes come true. And a lot of you did it on your own as well. I don't want to keep saying independent, but it feels like you didn't have help. Okay, like a lot of you came across success, built it, reformulated it, maybe even rebranded it over time, and take that how it resonates, because that can resonate in many different ways for all of us. What do they acknowledge about the connection from far away? Because they're saying they understand the Lover's card, all of the components, the major arcana of it all. They understand you're a soulmate of some kind. even if they don't want to fully say it's the one of love and marriage. They understand the connection, the world. Okay, possibly throwing it away. Some of you may have given an ultimatum with a person who doesn't really want to see ultimatums all the time. So we have Capricorn. They learned that it can end. And what that shows me is if you let go of a connection, just be sure you want to close the door on it. So this is a serious reading, right? Because it's talking about if you close that door, the World card, which is a sufficient ending, and it ends when it does, it's going to be very difficult to bring this back from the dead. Okay? It's going to be difficult. So I think right now they're saying, I've changed. I worked on myself as a King of Pentacles. My Libra became a Nine of Cups, which means they're even emotionally fulfilled by some of the things that they do. And that's all I'm picking up on right now for long distance. This is too low. This is only 30 cards, but I'm going to do a Nine of Pentacles. So it's your independence that is the star in this reading. And it's funny because I closed in it was the Ace of Wands and the star card, Queen of Swords. There's way too much Libra here. Eight of Wands. Okay. And then that's a card we saw from earlier. Strength, Page of Cups, Ace of Cups, and Six of Cups. Okay. So there's some nostalgia with this story. Either you guys know each other from the past, or this is like it's coming out from another season where both of you met before. So it's going to be one of those things. Okay. Anything else that is truly the conclusion or these two people have to focus on? The conclusion is the Six of Pentacles. I honestly think I'm one of the readers that has it early. I feel like I'm way too early having this card because I've only seen it with two other readers today. I feel like that's actually a tomorrow's card. Six of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. The Moon. Okay, and I don't think that they're actively hiding something. I think that this is going to be revealed to you in a few days. It's more information. It's the things that you never heard with the Moon card. It's Pisces and Cancer. And I think there's an additional information in long distance. Okay? Some of you, this person has kept tabs. I can see how a Nine of Pentacles could be like kind of surveyed and watched over time because of your independence. That's seen here with Libra, with the Queen of Swords. So they know you've set up boundaries. What's the advice for an actual meeting besides gift giving and being reciprocal? Setting an amends. We have patience and balance in the Temperance card. And usually like the overall of the Temperance is to come in peace. It's very much a peacemaking card. And it sets the balance correctly with Archangel Michael. He's a very big angel. You guys, I always tell you guys that because this is being presided over in a divine way. And if you did have a reunion, I think maybe some of you got in touch with the way that you used to love them, and both of you have talked about those progressions. So if you've talked about the progress and you've seen some change, then I think this amends is actually proper because both of you understand each other from a different point of view now. I wish you luck on that because a lot of people don't change. Okay? And yes, I could say more, but I don't like to over advise. I just want to keep it simple for the card's sake. Anything that what besides the Six of Pentacles, what is good to know? Ace of Wands. Okay, so they have some kind of attraction to you. Not only do they want to revive the Lover's card, but in the past, they also have things that they want to tell you, things that occurred on that timeline. Some of you will address it, some of you won't, okay? Depending on how often you see them. There might even be a larger reunion here, which brings the two of you together, which that kind of comes in angelically with Temperance. If Temperance wasn't here, then it's just a bunch of attraction. But with this is like a guiding card and saying some of this has been called in divinely. Because it was meant to happen on this timeline, essentially. It was meant to happen the way that it's happening. What else can we learn from them? Bottom of the deck. What are they leaving with us today? Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. They're coming back to you, Libras. Whoever this person is, they're coming back with an offer of fulfillment. I do think that they're going to be genuine. All right, you're going to have to watch for future things that they say, obviously, high discernment, but it's to address friendship and compassion. And this person wants to speak to you more on a personal level. Some of you are even going to get an apology out of it, which therefore makes you emotionally happy with the Ace of Cups. If you weren't waiting for that and you don't care for it, they're still going to talk about this Two of Cups between you two. Okay. Knight of Wands is kind of traveling. Maybe they'll make arrangements to travel toward you. It just depends who this is. What's the Knight of Wands? Thank you. Queen of Cups. Ooh, they could be water. They could be a water sign, a Cancer, a Pisces. It's usually Cancerian, and that's the Cancer Queen. It kind of gives me the essence that you're getting away, and this person is coming back at a time where you feel like it's kind of inconvenient on your timeline, or they have come in inconveniently. And some of you do miss the friendship, but both of you are also very different. That might also be further discussed. Then what's the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck? It was there. Okay. I want to make sure I had it first. What's the Eight of Wands? What's the messages about letters, correspondence, the Eight of Wands? And it's coming out High Priestess. Okay, so some of you know that they're going to say something in particular, or if you're trusting your High Priestess intuition in the middle of your head with your third eye, King of Swords, Seven of Wands. In long distance, it kind of feels like long awaited, okay? But it does have a reconciliatory property. They're going to come out as emotions. They're going to tell you their feelings with the Queen of Cups. And with this High Priestess, some of you sensed it, I want to say even a couple months ago for long distance. Like you really, really felt this person's return, okay? 1717 when I ended the reading. So you definitely could be the Star card. I think they do. And they open up about their attraction to you, or they already have. All right, Ace of Wands, Two of Cups. I feel like I need one more card to make the reading complete. Usually, if you're a reader, you'll kind of know that there's something else. There's like a nudge, that there's one more piece of information. What is the Two of Cups? It just made me laugh a little bit. Heart fog, okay. You will ask them in the past why they gave you mixed signals, why things weren't clear in the recent past. And recent past could be up to 2 years ago, yes, or even 2 months ago, 2 days ago if you want. But they're going to open up about blocking themselves to you, okay? Because if someone truly loves you, they're going to make available time. They always fit you into their schedule. Someone who's like in love with you too. Intuition, you know that it's coming up. Libras. It says here telepathy and heart song. Commitment. Some of them will talk about future highly committed events, or this person is going to talk about being with you as a Four of Wands, because this is one of the Four of Wands cards. I'm happy if they do this appropriately for you. Like they talk to you in a genuine way, and they do miss the intimacy between the two of you, calling up, laughing on each other's laps, sitting with each other. Because as you can see there in the deck, they're very intimately admiring one another. Thank you guys so much. So tomorrow is a day of finances, where we'll go into finances and more birthday stories. And please remember the 15th and 16th, I lack birthdays actually. Tomorrow seems like it's a very, very small group. So let me know if those were your days. I want to thank you guys for your support and hyping up the latest videos. It does help Libra Light. Even if we don't see like everyday evidence, it does help it. So I want to thank you, and I hope you have a very, very, very nice day. Thank you guys.